And if you can see, it's kind of moistured in there. This one's still good. Alright, we're just doing some searching for shallow barges. They're supposed to be in this area. We wanted to do a little drop test with the drop camera, see how it does after I rebuilt it, if it even works. So let you know when we find something. Yeah, I don't know if you can see the screen. It's kind of, we're going the wrong way here. Doesn't take much to get off course. We crossed over something that wasn't what we were looking for. At least it didn't look like it. So we're gonna go back and take a look and see if we can do a better scan on it out on Lake Superior. Beautiful, beautiful morning. Alright, so it doesn't seem that we're finding these barges like I thought we were gonna. So I'm not sure what we're gonna do here. Waves, it's not calm anymore. Waves are starting to pick up a tiny bit. Wind's changed direction now. Alright, we got the camera stuck on the side of the wreck. We had to cut the line. The anchor brought the camera back up at least, but we had to cut the wire and then run it back the other way, get it out of the wreck. So that's the end of that. It worked fine, but we didn't get to see much. I'm just going to do a little test here. I just reconnected the camera. It was actually damp inside the wire, so water got forced up into the sheathing, and it would have been fine except that the water would come out of the sheathing inside the housing, which would flood the camera. So I'm going to see if this still works. I'm thinking probably not, but I'll give it a shot anyways. Well, the cam still works. That's pretty amazing. So the camera still works. We have to figure out a way of stopping the water from getting in the wire if it gets sliced again, getting into the housing and flooding the camera again. But at least it works. So I gotta put this all back together and go from there. Okay, so I was just looking at these lights. I had them in the box. This light was on, and if you can see, it's kind of moistured in there. This one's still good. So I took the cap off, I took the battery out, and if you can see little droplets of water in there. So somehow water got into this, even though it's got 2 O-rings and it's supposed to be sealed. I'm wondering if these switches aren't as sealed as they say they are. This is supposed to be good to 100 meters. It went 100 feet and it got water in it. So I'm thinking that these lights aren't as great as they say. Might be better off used on land instead of in the water. But that's what I found. So beware. These are the Aplos lights on Amazon. Okay, if you can see inside that light, there's water in there. So those little white drops are water. Oops, water all the way around there. So we got the water in the one, so I'm just going to check the other one. It wasn't on, so I'm thinking it's okay. Yeah, it looks dry. I'm not sure whether this one leaked. I don't know. Well, I do know. It's cheap flashlight, but that still works. I'm just going to blow the water out of this one and the battery and see if we have a pulse. All right, it blew. There's actually a fair bit of droplets of water that came out of there. That blew it out. Do a little quick test here. Screw these suckers right on. No. See, it's shorting out. Switch isn't working at all. Light is shorting out. So it's still wet in there, obviously. And I'm pretty sure it's got to be the switch that leaked. So, like I said, beware when you're buying stuff that's supposed to, stuff that's cheap and it's supposed to work as well as the good stuff, because it don't. In fact, I took the battery out and you can see more water on the end of the battery. So the camera works. One flashlight is suspect, but we'll put it all back together and try it again.